Hello, friends. Before I introduce the host, I'd like to say thank you for allowing me to be part of this new audio session. My name is Nisha. Your live show is simply amazing. So many talented artists and beautiful people. I look forward in working with all of you on these cool projects. I have had the privilege of watching and listening to a few outstanding shows. The community you all have created is something to be proud of. Feel uplifted, knowing that all of you have contributed to something very special. This show is more than just music. As Denny always says, it's for the members by the members. Right now, I'd like to introduce the host, Denny Cool.
Adelina, pretty little Cajun queen, sweet Dixie flower, belle of the bayou, you're every young man's dream. Adelina, I'd walk through the hurricane to stand beside you, sweet Adelina, rocks when the balls train. Oh no, here you're coming down the road with your cotton dresses swishing, getting some attention from all the boys from Telephone. Oh my, really feeling up their eyes, smiling and winking. I know what they're thinking, that I'm the only one who loves you so. Adelina, pretty little Cajun queen, sweet Dixie fly, the belle of the bayou, you're every young man's dream.
DCG-Entertainment is designed for you. For the members, this gather is true. By the members, they share it with you. There are others that try to compete. DCG is the king of the street. All the others are amazing in pop. We're second to no one. We build the crowd. Join all together for fun and laughs. Chat, live with others, and have a blast. Just remember who started it all. The end.
All right, ladies and Gentiles, men, cats and kittens, boys and girls from around thy world, welcome to this awesome Friday night. What a different type of theme we are doing, and I hope everybody had a fan-fabulous week. I know I did, because it's Friday and I am here. And I hope for all those that are feeling ill or are feeling better. All right. And if you're not, don't plan on getting sick. Stay that way. Because tonight you're going to get roughly 2.5 hours full of what they believe is talent. Now, why do I say that? Well, it is called the Canadian Invasion. What is the Canadian Invasion, you ask? Well, let me explain to you what the Canadian Invasion is. You remember the British invasion? Right? It's when all the Beatles and all of them, they all invaded the United States with the crap. I mean, with the music and everything else. Well, this is kind of the same thing. But this is from the Canuckies, original artist or bands. So tonight, you, the members, have pulled songs from a Canadian artiste or a band, and you are performing one of their songs. Now, of course, my ears tune in to you, beautiful members, but it's going to be interesting because, truth be told, a lot of the songs, again, hearing them lightly, I honestly loved, and I never knew that they were performed originally by the Canuckies. So tonight is the invasion of music from Canada's artists, bands, and the like. What I'm going to do tonight, too, it's a bit different. We've never done it before, is I'm going to do what I call a back-to-back. So in between, I will be featuring two artists back-to-back. I will put the text and links right into the chat, so you'll be watching back-to-back artists. One will perform, and it will go right into the next one, and then we'll do some commentary on both of the artists. I want to try that, see how it works, especially where we have a lot of amazing features tonight. And, of course, our members' request. And for those of you that happen to, check your emails, it'd be a good idea to do that. We sent out a PDF that is for the new AI songwriting contest. We are working on trying to figure out what order for first, second, and or third. But we do have some contributions coming in, aside from DCG, some great prizes, okay? And I can tell you that it's going to be well worth it, but the rules and everything else are in that PDF. If you don't or can't open up the PDF version, let us know. You will get a plain text, simple format in your email, okay? And basically read it, go through it, but we will be announcing that. We've been working on that for quite a long time. We wanted to get everything right, make sure that the rules are simplified, and try to make it as cheat-proof as possible. Not that you would do it on purpose, but well-intentioned sometimes, they can scatter from you. So we wanted to make it as fun as possible as well. And again, you don't need to be a songwriter to take on this challenge. And here's the best part, guys. You, the members, will be voting for the songs. That's right. It won't be the staff. It will be you, the members. And here's how that's going to work. We're going to announce it once it's complete. We may have a week or 2 week contest, depending on how many people we get to sign up. Now, for example, it will be announced as Song 1, Song 2, Song 3, so on. Now, after each song is featured, you, the members, will have a pad and paper, and you're going to scale it from 1 to 10 after each song. After that night is complete, you send in your total scores to us for each song. We then add them up. That's how we will decide who the winner for that night is, and then so on and so forth. We want to try to do it in one night rather than 2 weeks. But you, the members, will be voting, and you don't and won't know who wrote that song. You won't even know the title of that song. And if you are the songwriter yourself and you happen to hear the lyrics, if you put into the chats, hey, I wrote that song, you're disqualified from it. And that's to be fair. We want to have an even balance. But you, the members, will be voting, and you may even vote for one of your best buddies in the whole world and not even know it. That's going to be cool. Again, you don't have to be a songwriter, guys. We have instructions. We will do all of the work. You can see you have plenty of options to choose from, genres, style, all that fun stuff. So it's changed. We've upgraded a lot, and so we want to make this fun but exciting, and we will have prizes. We're not going to send you out an emoji sticker. We're going to actually send the winners real prizes. All right? With that being said, let's get started. And so it is myself, and as many can see, Green Monkey. He is the one that started this whole monkey thing. This ridiculous monkey hanging off the microphone is the one who started the whole monkey theme years ago. Okay? It was this little green guy right here. We had to wash him a couple times, but other than that, he's all right. He's pretty cool. And that's how, literally, he was behind me. This whole thing was different down here, hanging off my microphone, and somebody said, hey, I love that monkey. And then it just started happening. It evolved into the monkey. Next thing you know, we had a monkey mascot, and that became our, mascot. So that's how the monkey got started. And we kept it and evolved, as we always do. All right, so tonight, again, as usual, guys, if it's your first time here watching and or you don't remember, don't go by the description. I go in the sequence that I choose. So if you think you're 1, 5, or 10, you may be 12, 13, or 40. I'm kidding. We don't have 40. Just throwing it out there. And again, I'm going to do a back-to-back tonight. I want to see how that works. We got a lot of cool songs to go through. I am actually excited about this. I'm a little scared that the, Canadians are invading us with their music here. But truth be told, it's some great stuff that you guys picked out. A couple of dupes in here, but that's okay because each person is, different. So you guys bring it to the table a little bit different. Some like ketchup, some like mustard, I guess. But it's fun. It's going to be fun. There is a lot of excellent talent here. Blue, I do have blue eyes. You know what? I don't know what color the eyes anymore. My eyes. My eye. No, I'm actually not even tired or exhausted tonight. Tonight, I'm actually in a really good mood. I got lots of sleep. I think I got about 6 hours. So I'm feeling really good and entertained and all jacked up, as they say. Is that the word, Judes? I know she's going to text me and say, Denny, don't use that word. Because everything you say today, it's got some lingo attached to it. That's why I don't pay attention to the English dictionary or the language or the slangs. I'm me, and I say what I say. Respectfully so. All right, let's kick it off, gentlemen and ladies. Let's do this. Who are we going to choose first out of these box of chocolates? You know what I most love, like late at night? Oh, Judes, gotcha. I'll get a cup of coffee. It'll be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And what I'll do is I'll go in my other room. I made a studio, painting room. And I'll sit there and paint for hours on end. I have classical Mozart going on in the background. And I'm just having my coffee, painting, relaxing. Nothing bothers me, And that's how I relax at night for me. And I'm not the greatest painter, believe me, but it's so relaxing. It's like one of my best things to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first featured artist. Yeah, that was me in the beginning, of course, with Nisha introducing the show. I created her. She's my little pet. I figured, okay, there I am. I'm featured. All right, you happy? There you go. This is D, the Canadian theme, Delightful D. You're still the one. Now, D, I had no idea that Shania was a Canadian. Unbeknownst to me, I never would have bought any of her CDs had I known that. I contributed to that delinquency. Shame on me. Anyways, D, here is your Canadian theme for this evening by Shania Twain. Here she is.
Yeah, looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it. But just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. I'm glad I didn't listen. Look at what we would be missing. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. Oh, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. You're still the one. Yeah, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Oh, you're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was D, You're Still the One by Shania Twain. D, what a beautiful job. I do love Shania. I wasn't capping on Shania, D. I think, every one of her CDs, to be perfectly honest with you. I was, like, infatuated with Shania. But I think she changed after that, though, D. You know, she didn't stay, in my opinion, true to her roots, I don't think. You know, she kind of went like, Yeah, when she came out, I mean, she was awesome. You know, when she did that yeah, Bossa, no, she was a very good-looking lady, for sure. You know, but then she kind of, I don't know, she just changed, like, her style and everything. I didn't really care for it after that. But, talent be given, she definitely had it. I'll tell you that. D, nice job, my dear. Nicely done. Yeah, I know, Shania was a looker, for sure. Her and, what's her name there? She also became a doozy, too, there. Mariah. Yeah, Mariah Carey. And, yeah, I know you grabbed Brat, right? And you took a video of Danny, Army Brat, dancing with you. I seen that. I know. What a ham he is, huh? No, Brat, she still is beautiful, 100%. I don't know if she's still doing anything. Is Shania even, like, in the music industry anymore? I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Yes, that was Delightful D. Yes, it was. All right, up next, speaking about brats, this is, let me see. That was D. Why did I? Hey, that's why you said that was D. All right, I thought you were trying to tell me who sang the song. I'm like, I know that. Don't tell me that. Man, you guys trying to tell me how to do my job? Jeez. Ridiculous. I don't know why that pulled up like that. No comment. Judes, be quiet. Don't sidebar me either. Where is Brat? Is that... it's Brat and Finn. Ah, that's why. Okay, this is a duet. If you guys all know who... I call her Finn. Finna. I don't know how to pronounce her name properly, so I call her Finn. But she has a beautiful voice. I hope Brat didn't ruin it for her. But this is from another Shania. Danny, you performed this with Finn. This is you guys' duet on From This Moment. And ladies and gentlemen, here is their Canadian song theme. Here they is.
From this moment life has begun.
From this moment, you are the one.
Right beside you is
Where I belong. From this moment
on.
From this moment, I have been blessed.
I live only for your happiness.
And for your love, I give my last breath. From this moment on,
I give my hand to you with all my heart.
can't wait to live my life with you. Can't wait to start. You and I will never be apart. My dreams came true because of you.
From this moment, as long as I live,
I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing I wouldn't give from this moment on.
You're the reason I believe in love.
And you're the answer to my prayers from up above. All we need is just the two of us. My dreams came true because of you. From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing I wouldn't give.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that cut off right there, Brett. That happened to like one or two songs for some reason, didn't fade out. My mistake, Judes, your fault. Danny, nice job with that song. And for a male vocal to accompany that, that's kind of tough, man. You know, Shania, I haven't heard a lot of guys do, you know, that style because she has that range. It's not too high, but it's kind of up there. You know, it's not like a power chord. But I thought you pulled that off very nicely. And I thought the way that you guys had that harmony going. And what was nice, Brat, is you were each taking a lead. And then when it came to the harmony, the chorus, if you will, you both blended in really nice, man. And that is a beautiful song. Nice job, the both of you. Really nice job on that song. Well, Judes, it is your fault. You gotta blame somebody. I can't take anybody. Yeah, and Denny has like that nice tone to his voice as well, you know, where he can go from mid to low and stuff like that, and then just scale it above that mid range a little bit too, which is really, really nice. Refrain. That's a good word, Boston. Meldon, I like that. All right. All right, Gentiles, men and ladies, the Canadian theme for this gentleman is Joe. Now, typically I would poop on over into Zoom before, but given the time constraint and the amount of features, I probably will avoid doing that tonight, but we still will poop over in Zoom probably after the song if I have a question for Joe. His theme, Joe, what you performing for your Kanaki theme? Call me irresponsible. Okay, now I, again, didn't realize Michael Bubble, and this could explain a lot about him, that he's a Kanaki. Didn't know that. So now I do, and I do like a lot of Michael Bubble songs, to be perfectly honest with you. This one, Joe, I do like. But let's hear how Joe puts his spin on it, ladies and gentilesmen. Here is Joe, a little Michael Bubble coming at you. Here he is.
Call me irresponsible, call me unreliable, throw in undependable too. Do my foolish alibis for you. Well, I'm not too clever, I just adore you. So call me unpredictable, tell me I'm impractical, rainbows I'm inclined to pursue. Call me irresponsible, yes, I'm unreliable, but it's undeniably true that I'm irresponsibly mad for you. Do my foolish alibis bore you? Girl, I'm not too clever, I just adore you. Call me unpredictable, tell me that I'm so practical, rainbow I'm inclined to pursue. Go ahead, call me irresponsible. Yes, I'm unreliable, but it's undeniably true. I'm irresponsibly mad for you know it's true. Oh, baby, it's true.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Joe right there. Call me irresponsible by Michael Bubble. Joe, I'm going to poop on over into Zoom right now, where all of you cool people are hanging out. Just to pop in a question for you, my friend. So let's see. Let's just poop on over into Zoom. Like Bob Ross, the painter, says, it's your world. Just use your imagination. Do whatever you want. And that's what I'm doing, Joe. How are you, my friend? Long time no see. How are you doing, Joe?
Good to see you, Denny. My mom wanted to thank everybody for wishing her well. I did mention to her that you... each show you did mention her prayers, and she's doing okay. She's got a ways to go, but
she's doing good though.
Yep. And one day, hopefully, she'll be able to watch the pod. I think she'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Well, hey man, you know what?
Good.
Our best wishes, of course, to you, your mom. I mean, Yeah, like you said, hopefully soon she'll be able to watch it and stuff like that. And that's nice that you do that, man. That's a really, really good thing, Joe. Good for you on that too. And I mean that sincerely. A lot of people unfortunately don't do that.
I saw how you treated your mother, Denny.
I'm sorry?
I remember listening. I listened to your mom singing that song. I was really, really amazed how well and how much.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But thank you.
Claire is great.
I enjoyed it when I saw it.
Well, thank you, Joe. It's nice to have you back. And again, very glad to hear that your mom's doing well. And this is the gang right now hanging out, ladies and gentlemen, in Zoom. And, of course, you got Judy, a.k.a. Eagles, right over here. User, what a user he is. That is Leo. And, of course, our very own Maggie. And then I was just talking with him, Joe. And Lois with her beaver.
Don't
Lois,
even go there.
You know what? I'm not going to entertain that right
No,
now. But we'll move right on over to Matt. Matt, a.k.a. Matt Sinatra. And then right below her, the infamous Kit Kat, a.k.a. Cat, ladies and gentlemen. This is the gang of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there, right now. And again, you can always join Zoom Live, chat amongst yourself, even during the show. But just as always, be respectful and courteous to others. All right, let's move onwards and upwards, my dear friends. Let's try this. I didn't say that, ladies and Gentiles, man. Lois made a comment earlier, and I just said I'm not going to entertain that. I was being nice. That's what I was doing, okay? I was being real nice. And, again, that's another one of those, what do they call it, acronym, whatever it is, I don't know. But why do they say that stuff? It doesn't make a drop of sense to me. I guess I get it. I don't know. I don't really get it, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't. All right, let's do, how about a request? Let me see. Let's do a request. This. Yeah, I don't understand why people make up stuff like that. It just doesn't, I don't know. That's for a different show, not this one. Don't forget, check out my podcast. You guys missed a really good podcast, by the by. For those of you that weren't there, you did not get educated, and I'm sorry about that, but here we will try to make up for that. All right, this is a request. This is from Pauline, who requested John, a.k.a. Argent, to sing Ferry Cross the Mercy by Jerry and the Pacey Makers. I almost said pancakes, John. Because I'm thinking of pancakes right now. A lot of syrup and butter. Whenever I do this show, I get hungry. I don't know what it is, man. You guys make me hungry. Pancakes sound good, though, right? All right. Here is the request from Pauline. And this is how John responded to her request. Here he is.
Life goes on day after day. Hearts torn in every way. So ferry cross the mercy, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay. People, they rush everywhere. Each with their own secret care. So ferry cross the mercy and always take me there, the place I love. People around every corner, they seem to smile and say, we don't care what your name is, boy, we'll never turn you away. So I'll continue to say, here I always will stay. So ferry, cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay. Here I'll stay. Here I'll stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the request from D to, Pauline to John. John, nicely done. And I would honestly say expected to be nicely done. Pauline, when you give John a challenge like that, make it a challenge. I think you kind of buttered his cupcake there a little bit on that song. Knowing John's range like I do, Pauline, I would have given him like something tough. I would have made him work for it, Pauline. I would have really made him work hard for that. Irene said she was going to, and I'm dying to find out what Irene's going to give him. But, John, nonetheless, nice job, brother. Yeah, I mean, that was a walk in the park for him. Are you kidding me? Come on, let's be honest. See, I haven't gotten any, so I'm pretty cool with that. I'm good. And no, do not send me one, especially Belle, because last time she gave me Michael Jackson. And I love MJ. Just such a talented dude. But I'll tell you what, man, that took me forever and a day to do. But it was fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. Truth be told, it was fun. But yeah, don't send me, guys. You know, I'm the host. Chances are I probably won't do it. So just to let you know, do not send me one. All right, up next. Let me see. It looks like before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, put a little splash of bug juice in there. This is Blue. I didn't know that 2 Trains, which I'm assuming is kind of like an old blues here, from what I gather. 2 Trains. They don't use names like that anymore, Blue. That's from back in the day. But they are Canuckies. I'm sorry. 2 Trains is the name. My mistake. Judes, your fault. This is by Sue Foley. 2 Trains is the name of the song. Wow, Judes, stand up and be corrected. Shame on you. Wow. Okay. Unbelievable assistant she is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Shah, a.k.a. Blue.
Well, I'm standing on the platform, waiting for my ride. And I wish I had me a good friend with whom I could confide. There's 2 trains I can travel, 2 trains leaving today, yeah. One's gonna take me home, one's gonna carry me away. There's 2 men that I've been loving, too much on my mind. I'm standing at the station, yeah, my whole life left behind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People don't tell me nothing. You don't know where I've been. I searched the whole wide world over for something you know I ain't never been. Oh yeah. Ow!
Ladies and Gentiles, men. Shah, I've never heard that song. You can definitely tell that was for sure an old style blues, or at least it sounded like. Nicely done on that song. And I leave it up to you to find something bluesy from Canada, of course. But nicely done on that song. Well done. Yeah, who'd have thunk that Canuckies had blues artists there? You know? And listen, I went to Canada years ago for shows and all that stuff, and I loved it out there. Beautiful country, everything else. You guys make amazing maple syrup. But and you go further out, you get Toronto, which they don't speak a lick of Canadian. If that's even a language, I don't know. But I know that they were more non-Canadian. I don't know. You guys have like a beef with Toronto or something, right? Even though it's part of Canada, you guys have a beef with Toronto for some reason. I don't know what it is. But Blue, nice job. Hey, next thing you'll be watching on the news. Ladies and gentlemen, the DCG-Entertainment host, Denny Cool, created a rift between Canada and, Toronto, and kind of segregated Toronto from Canada. Yeah, that's what will happen. You watch. Jeez. Be careful what I say now. Oh, Lord. All right, up next, we have our very own Dennis Shepard, a.k.a. Cuddles. Den, I don't like to sleep alone. Again, Paul Ankles. He's from Canada, this dude? Paul Anka? You gotta be kidding me. I never knew that. I honestly thought, Dennis, Paul Anka, just his name, I thought he was like a local brother, like Boston or South Shore or something. Wow. Look at that. Even I sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, take a tape recorder, sometimes learn something new here and there. I know it's very hard to believe. Pinch yourself now. You'll never hear me say that again. But yeah, sometimes I learn something new. Wow, Paul Anka. That's why the song wasn't a #1 hit. Here he is.
I don't like to sleep alone. Stay with me, don't go. Talk with me for just a while. So much of you to get to know. Reaching out, touching you, leaving all the worries far behind. Loving you the way I do, my mouth on yours and yours on mine. Marry me, let me live with you. Nothing's wrong and love's right, like a man said in his song. Help me make it through the night. Loneliness can get you down when you get to thinking no one cares. Lean on me. Together we will see it through. No, I don't like to sleep alone. It's sad to think some folks do. No, I don't like to sleep alone. No one does. Do you?
All right, ladies and gents, that right there was Den, a.k.a. Cuddles, Dennis Shepard. Nice job on that Paul Anka tune. Well done, my friend. Yeah, Dennis, I think somebody said that he is the porcupine of love. That he is. Dennis he's just such a great guy. He really, really is. His personality shines through. It does. And by the way, I was just briefed here in the music room. I guess I was misinformed by one of my cabinet secretaries. I guess apparently I'm going to start a war. It's Quebec. They do not speak English. They speak French and want to separate from Canada. So I don't apologize. I was given misinformation, but I'm just throwing it out there. That was not I, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot confirm or deny. No, I know. Should have ran for something. All right. We're going to do a back-to-back right here. All right. And this is our back-to-back. I'm going to do it for one artiste because she actually has two in here. So this will actually be quite nice to do this here. These are both Miss Unique, a.k.a. Deborah. The first one is her Canadian theme, Your Own Backyard. Well, clean up. No, this is Your Own Backyard. I was going to say, Clean Up Your Own Backyard was actually done by Elvis. That was an original blues tune. Then Blue requested her to perform Straight Up by Paula Abdul. Now, that was another one back in the day, Paula Abdul. She was a choreographer. That's how she kind of branched out and did her own thing. Matter of fact, does anybody know who she was the choreographer for back in the day? Anybody have an idea? Anybody? Deb, don't be scared. You're going to do just fine. You're going to do a back-to-back performance, my dear, and you're going to knock their socks off. Anyways, Paula Abdul, Deb, she was the choreographer for Janet Jackson. And then she went on her own and became who she became. To this day, I love Paula Abdul. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, Deb, here you are. Let's do your first one, which is your Canadian theme, and then we're just going to jump right into your request from Blue. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, back to back, Miss Unique, Deb.
I wrote you long love letters, Mama, send them on day by day. I need you now even more than I did before. As I'm looking, here's your daddy coming with a big old shotgun too. Loving situation looking mighty poor. So if you're really wondering what I'm doing in your backyard, I told you, baby, I'd be at home so soon. But if you're really worried about what I'm doing in your backyard, come on out later, I'll show you by the light of the moon. I had some dreams and fortune, really, Mama, I got carried away. And looking back even more than I did before. As I'm leaping, creeping, sleeping, hiding daddy with a shotgun too. A loving situation ain't nothing but poor. So if you're really worried about what I'm doing in your backyard, I told you, baby, I'd beaten it home so soon. Well, if you're really worrying about what I'm doing in your backyard, come on out later, I'll show you by the light of the moon. And baby, thinking about a real Mac, wonder why I'm standing here crying, honey, looking in your backyard. Don't worry about nothing, you got nothing on your mind but me. But as I'm laying on my back road, thinking about summertime, getting back all the way, everything I see, honey, reminding me. Come on, get your love man. Come on, get him while he's hot, and get him on the run. And babe, I hear you looking about really too blind to see. Oh, hey, what you gonna think about when, bam, think you, man, where you going on the Wildwood Trail? Everything I see, honey, reminding me. And baby, you might be thinking about really living back, laying back, standing in your backyard. Told you, baby, lost in a dream. I don't know which way to go. Oh, let me say it. If you are all that you seem, then baby, I'm moving way too slow. I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. How about some information, please? Straight up now, tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Or am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now, tell me, is it gonna be you and me together? Or are you just having fun? Time standing still, waiting for some small clue. Let me tell you, I keep getting chills when I think your love is true. I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. How about some information? please. Straight up now tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Oh, 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 or am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now tell me, is it gonna be you and me together? Oh, 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 or are you just having fun? You are so hard to read, you play hide and seek with your true intentions. If you're only playing games, I'll just have to say bye-bye. Do you love me? Said, do you love me, baby? Do you love me? Said, do you love me? Hey, baby. Do you love me? Said, do you love me, baby? Come on now. Do you love me? Said, do you love me? Tell me, baby. Been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. Are you more than hot for me, or am I a page in your history book? Now I don't mean to make demands, but the word and the deed go hand in hand. I'll go some information, please. Straight up now tell me. Straight up now tell me.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And Deb, you made DCG history, the first ever back-to-back feature from a single artiste. So congratulations on that, Deb. That was our very first back-to-back on a single artist. And on both of those songs. Deb, no need to hide. You are such a beautiful person. You truly are. I can tell that. And you give it everything you have, and that's what makes it so special. You know, you have a lot of personality in you, and when it comes to your music, you just have so much fun with it, Deb, and it shows. You put a lot of heart into it. No need to run and hide. If anything, others have to run and hide, Deb. Nicely done on both of those songs, my dear friend. Well done. That was Deb, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Unique, and again, making DCG history, being the first featured artist member to have a back-to-back. All right? How's that? She just made history here on the channel. Deb, good job, my dear. Very nice. Oh, on Sync Snap, Johnny, is that what you're talking about? And she hosts the best contest. Well done, my friend. Well done. Oh, no, don't say that, Deb, because I get emotional, too, and don't make me tear up during the show. It won't happen, Deb. I will put Band-Aids over my eyeballs, and I will throw vinegar in them to make it pretend as if I'm not getting emotional. I don't do that. But you are very welcome, Deb. Trust me, you are a beautiful person, I can tell. Believe me, I can pick up on those things. All right, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have our very own Kevin, a.k.a. I call him the genre right now because he does every genre known to man, and he's good. He's good at doing them. And so I renamed him. Yeah, he does rock stuff, but I can't tie him to just one genre because he does an array of different stuff. And he does such a good job at it. So I renamed him. His new nick is Genre. Period. Bottom line. But his theme for the Kanaki is Closer to the Heart by Rush. Oh, see, Rush really is a Canadian band. You've got to be kidding me. Wow. I did not know that. Kevin, are you lying? Are you just doing that? I'm going to ask Alexa pretty soon. I don't know. That can't be true. Kevin, please tell my lying eyes that ain't true. Oh, boy. This is getting worse and worse every time I go. I'll tell you what. Anyways, here is Kevin, ladies and gentlemen, with his Canadian theme song, Invasion. Something by Rush, we think.
And the men who hold high places must be the ones who start to mold a new reality closer to the heart, closer to the heart. Locksmith and the artist reflecting in their art, they forge their creativity closer to the heart. Yeah, closer to the heart. Oh, philosophers and clownmen, each must know his part to sow a new mentality closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. Well, you can be the captain, and I will draw the chart, sailing into destiny, closer to the heart, closer to the heart. Whoa, closer to the heart, yeah, closer to the heart, closer to the heart. I said closer to the heart, well, closer to the heart, yeah, closer to the heart, closer to the heart.
Ladies and Gentiles, man, that was Kevin, a.k.a. Genre. You can't put Kevin in one box. You just can't do it. Yeah, I did nick him, the rocker, but after featuring him several times here on the show and listening to some of his other stuff, you just can't label him as one. I mean, yeah, Kevin is so diverse. Does every genre known to man, so that's why I re-nicked him. Kevin, what an amazing performance. And what I love, too, about what he does, is it's very easy to distinguish that Kevin was a live performer. I don't know if he still is or not, but you can definitely tell he has a lot of that live stage presence about him. And a lot of you, I can tell that, too, who's performed live, who hasn't. And what's cool, too, is if you go to his recording on SyncSnap, you could probably hear it a little more distinctively, where you actually hear the repeat of that chamber on the voice that he's using for the echo chamber. And you can hear that mimic towards the end, probably like a 4 or 5 count on that. But it's really nice because it mimics the song as close to it as it can get. But nice job on that Rush song. And I honestly, Kevin, I didn't know Rush was a Canadian band, man. I'm blown away by that. I truly am, my friend. Wow, absolutely nice job, brother. Nice job, Kevin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this young lady, which I'll probably, after the song, if I have any questions for her, I will poop on over into Zoom. And I got to think of some things while I listen to her song. Because, again, this was my first time really being able to listen to everybody's performance during the live show. This is Meggie. Now, her theme is Rainy Day People by Gordon Heavyfoot. Meggie, again, I guess, Meggie, if I think about it, Gordon Lightfoot sounds Canucky. You know, it sounds like a Canadian name that they would give somebody. You know, probably, I bet you Humperdinck is probably a Canadian if you look them up. Huh? Wouldn't you think, Meggie? I bet you a Canadian Humperdinck there. He's probably from Canada, Meggie. I don't know. But I am never going to Canada again. Even if I do get a passport, if they recognize me, I am destroyed. Here she is.
Rainy day people always seem to know when it's time to go. Rainy day people don't talk, they just listen till they heard it all. Rainy day lovers don't lie when they tell you they've been down like you. Rainy day people don't mind if you're crying a tear or two. If you get lonely, all you really need is that rainy day love. The rainy day people all know there's no sorrow they can rise above. The rainy day lovers don't love any others, that would not be kind. The rainy day people all know how it hangs on some peace of mind. Rainy day people don't lie when they tell you they've been down there too. Rainy day people don't mind if you're crying a tear or two. Rainy day people always seem to know when you're feeling blue. High-stepping shelters who land in the gutter sometimes need one too. Take it or leave it or try to believe it if you've been down too long. Rainy day lovers don't hide love inside, they just pass it on. Rainy day lovers don't hide love inside, they just pass it on.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Meggie, Rainy Day People. I actually have a question for Meggie. I'm going to poop on over into Zoom. I believe Meggie's still there. There she is. All right, let's poop on Zoom. Everybody get your fingers out of your nose. We actually have about like 10 or 11 people, I believe, in Zoom right now. Gentiles, men, and ladies, our cool little cats and kittens. Hi, Meggie.
Hello.
How is your arm feeling, hon?
Better. Thank you very much.
Better?
It's better.
Well, it's always good to hear. It's never fun to be in pain unless you have something to assist you with that, like a hammer or something, Meggie. You can smack the other arm and not feel the left one. I have a question. That particular song, Rainy Day People, right? Did you have to learn that song? Because that's really not like a widely known song. So did you have to look for something kind of like in your style and that's what you found? Or did you know that song?
Well, when I saw the challenge, I had to put to Google and find some Canadian singers and try to find out if I know some song. And I figure out I know this one song, and I know it as Czech cover, and I learn it in English. So because I love more the lyrics in English. So.
See, that's what I thought, and the reason I asked you that is because imagine, Maggie, for a moment, if you had to sing that in French.
French? No, French.
I mean, that's why I asked, because I'm like, that's not a widely known song, right? And, given the fact that you're not based there in the States or whatever, or in Canada, it would be a little more difficult for you to find something that is a Canadian artist and or band. But, Maggie, you did a nice job on that song. I mean, beautiful job.
Bravo.
Denny, when you sing in English, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Anybody would have to learn your style.
That's right. See, so it's a good thing we didn't have a Denlish challenge. You guys would all be hurting for certain, okay? We might do that one night, though, Freddie. We might have a Denlish challenge. And I don't know if anybody would fare well at all. I'm just going to tell you that. I would probably be the winner of that, to be perfectly honest. Maggie, nice job. And seeing how I'm already in Zoom, I won't have to poop back in again. This is Ray, a.k.a. Fire Engine Ray. Ray, where is you at? There you go. Ray, haven't seen you in a hot minute there, buddy. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
All right.
To your podcast yesterday. I was listening.
I'm sorry, what'd you say now?
I was listening into your podcast yesterday.
Oh, well, we're sorry to hear that. I hope you have a better night tonight.
That was very interesting.
Well, thank you for that, Ray.
I enjoyed it.
Your Canadian theme is The Way You Look Tonight. And, of course, I just learned, believe it or not, Ray, I know, don't pass out or anything, but I actually learned something new today. And Mike, well, quite a few things, to be honest with you. Rush blew me away that they are Canuckies. But Michael Bubble, he's from Canada.
Yes, sir.
Canadian.
Yeah, well, he's a Canadian. I mean...
Yeah, discovered by David Foster.
By who?
David Foster.
Exactly.
Okay. Kit Kat.
You don't know David Foster?
Why would I know David Foster? Is he a Canucky?
Well,
there you go. I mean, if he was from the...
Producer.
Leo's shaking his head, yes, he's a Canucky. That's why, Kit Kat, I wouldn't know who David Foster is. What do you guys think? I'm like some guru of music or something? I mean, come on, give me a break.
No, that would be John.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this up here, Ray, I'm going to find you right here. You're not lost, so hang on. I will find you, Ray. You just hang tight, my brother. This is Ray, and he is performing his Canadian Invasion song, The Way You Look Tonight. And, ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Hi, Ray.
It's Canada night at the Denny Cool Show, and this is from Michael Bublé. Someday when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. You're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows. tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Ray, as you just seen. I pooped over into Zoom before. Typically, I'll do it before or after when we have this many or these amount of artists. I try to do it once to allow fair time for everybody. But that was Ray, and what a beautiful job on that song. Ray's another one. He kind of... I think I said this before to you, Ray. I would love for you and Lev to find a song for you guys to do together. It'd be cool if they had that. One of my favorites, Levi did it for me specifically, Sailing. That'd be cool if they had that split, right? I think you guys would accompany each other very nicely. You guys have a lot of those same overtones. Great, nice job on that song, my friend. Beautiful job on that song. Absolutely beautiful. And it's good to see you, man. It's always good to see it. You know, sometimes our members, things happen. We all have lives. And, you know, you got to attend to business. You know, but it's always nice to see everybody when they come back and when they can make it back. And, of course, when they're doing better. That's always a very, very nice thing to see. So welcome back, brother. All right, up next, let me see. That was Ray, so I can't put Ray in again. I just literally did Ray. Oh, that's not who I wanted. Ray, I just did you already. Yeah, Judes, I know. I got your sidebar. You just relax over there. I hear you. If anybody doesn't know what a sidebar is, it's when you side message somebody. It's kind of like being in the courtroom and somebody has a sidebar. I know I've been there many times when I studied law. I'm all familiar with it. Anyways, up next, this is Saba. Her Canadian theme with the Canadian invasion, ladies and gentlemen, is Black Velvet by Alana Miles. There was two different styles of this. Does anybody know the other one? Of course, you guys can Google it if you'd like, but there was two versions of this. Please feel free to do so. And just post it in the chats. But Saba, here is your Canadian theme song for this evening, my dear friend, Black Velvet.
Mississippi, in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on the Victrola up high. Mama's dancing with baby on her shoulder. The sun is set like molasses in the sky. The boy could say he knew how to move everything, always wanting more. He'd leave you longing for black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet in that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Up in Memphis, the music's like a heat wave. White lightning, bound to drive you wild. Mama's baby's in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tender, leaves him crying in the aisle. The way he moved it was a sin, so sweet and true. Always wanting more, he'd leave you longing for. Black velvet in that little boy's smile. Black velvet in that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Every word of every song that he sang was for you. In a flash, it was gone. It happened so soon. What could you do? Black velvet in that little boy's smile. Black velvet with that slow southern.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Saba right there, a little Black Velvet for you. We won't get into the whole argument about why that song was written. I think we already looked that up before. Saba, nice job on that song. I've always loved that song. Beautifully done. And this time, Saba, what I loved about what you did is you kind of give a panoramic view, spinning around. Got me a little dizzy, Saba, but that's okay. It was well worth it because you are another one who just has a beautiful voice and a beautiful personality about you. So nicely done on that song. And there was two versions, a country and you can call that rock, I guess. Maybe a alternative. No, I wouldn't say alternative, but like a light rock, right? But, yeah, Dennis, I agree with you. A lot of the songs that the members do come out better than the actual originals from the original artist. I 100% agree with that. That's because, in my opinion, then there's nothing there really to be gained, right? They're doing it from the heart. They're doing it because they love doing it. And they're genuine, they're natural about it. You know, you're not trying to prove anything. You're just loving what you do and enjoying it. And I think that that makes a big difference when you're singing. In my opinion, I could be wrong. All right, we're going to feature our next artist. But for those of you that weren't there, here in the beginning of my monologue, please check your emails. We announced the new contest we have coming up. It's the AI Songwriting Challenge contest. And if you cannot open a PDF, let us know. We will send it to you via text, plain text, in your email. It's a great contest. Again, you don't have to be an experienced songwriter. It explains with example on how you can do it. We have great prizes from others that are contributing to this particular contest. So again, you're not going to get an emoji sticker. No, we're actually giving away prizes to the winners. So don't forget, check your emails. And again, if you can't open a PDF, let us know. We will send it to you in text format, plain text. And I also thought of another thing real quick. I've always wanted to do, we have on here, even in Zoom, several musicians, whether it's guitar, harmonica, piano. I wanted to do a campfire jams. like an open mic campfire jams night, where that is everybody just brings their microphone. If you play an instrument, guitar, harmonica, piano, and we have one big jam session. I think that would be really cool. I would love to try and do that. So if you're interested in that, let me know. The staff doesn't even know this. I thought of this tonight. All right, so more on that. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, our very own JJ Future, a.k.a. Boston. If You Could Read My Mind by Gordon Lightfoot. See, Boston, now I know he's definitely not from Massachusetts, or he would have been called Gordon Heavyfoot, not Gordon Lightfoot. Boston, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Johnny, here is your Canadian theme, my friend, If You Could Read My Mind. And here he is.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet, you know that ghost is me. And I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sell. When you reach the part where the heartache starts, the hero would be me. But heroes often fail, and you won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take. I walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number 2, a movie queen to play the scene of bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Boston, a.k.a. JJ Future. Johnny, If You Could Read My Mind. And I agree. Boston, that was a softer side of you, my friend, with a beautiful tone attached to that song. And Boston, yeah, it would have been Gordon Big Mouth from Boston. He's so right about that, too. Yeah. And it probably would have had like a Gordon in there, Johnny. Would have had like a Gordon Big Mouth in there. You know, from Boston. You know what I'm talking about. Boston, brother, I love you, man. So glad you're back. Good job, man. Nice and smooth, bro. Really nice. Yeah, I agree with Johnny on that. It would have definitely been some type of a Boston attitude attached with that. Oh, Lord. All right, ladies and Gentilesmen. Up next, we're going to do another back-to-back, and we're going to do a request, but first followed by the original theme. And this is none other than our very own Kit Kat. Now, the first one is requested by Lois to Kit Kat. Don't Rain on My Parade by Barbara. What the heck is it? Oh, Barbara Streisand. And Kit Kat, Fly Me to... Oh, I was going to say, don't tell me Frank Sinatra is a Canucky. Kat, I would have lost my mind. I would have stopped the show right then and there, and I would have yelled at Matt for that. But Fly Me to the Moon by Diana Krall. You got to kind of say it with a Krall. I don't know, Kit Kat. I'm losing my stuff over here. All right, Kat, so let's do this. Let's do your request first, okay? We'll try to keep it in order. And again, Lois requested Kat. Kat answered, and this is her response to Lois. And here she is.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and flutter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned out, you turn it back, sir. At least I didn't fake it, sir. I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or a shiny apple of its eye, I gotta fly once, only can I once, right, sir? Ooh, life is juicy, and you see, I gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I gotta live and live now, get what I want, I know how. One roll, one knife, whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam. Hey, Mr. Ornstein, here I am. I'll march my band now. I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned out, you'll turn it back, sir. At least I didn't fake it, sir. I guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Nobody, nobody is gonna rain on my
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Feel
life with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words.
Well, all right, ladies and Gentiles, been back to back with a little Kit Kat going on right there. I got to poop on over here into Zoom really quick. I try to do it at least once. And, all right, guys, get your fingers out of your nose and wherever other orifices they may be. That's quite gross. Kit Kat, what a beautiful job on that record. I think Lois kind of gave you a ticket to ride on that one, to be honest with you. I mean, like, that is one of those songs that, you know, I can picture, like, the legs swinging, feet kicking, right, type of song on that request that she asked you to do.
Well, it was a challenge.
It was really for you. That was a challenge for you.
Yeah,
sound like it. Wow.
It took me about probably 20 tries, and here's the reason.
Wow.
The song has a lot of staccato and talk singing in it, and I'm somewhat of a perfectionist when it comes to songs. So I had to get that at the end when it goes, it starts speeding up really fast. That was a tongue twister for me. So, but it finally, Sunday, I finally got it right. So yeah.
Wow.
Good song.
Great job.
So it was more of the timing and the wording, really, rather than the actual range of the song, is what you're trying to say.
Exactly. Exactly. I listen to a song on a practice before I start recording it, and I could not get it. It was like, wow. So I just left it go. And then I went back.
Challenge.
And then I left it go, and then I went back. And eventually came. But yeah.
The whole time.
But see, that's always nice to hear. That's why I always like asking if available, because I like to hear, you know, A, if there were any challenges, B, how did you learn that? How do you know that? All those things. And Fly Me to the Moon, I mean, obviously, that's a well-known song by Frank Sinatra, right? So
True.
That song right there, well, that particular version there by Diana, that seemed relatively just like kind of like you could breathe that song for you.
Yeah.
All right? I mean, that
It
was like
was.
right in your realm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
she's awesome. I play piano, and for her talent to bring what she brings with all her recordings is just great. So yeah.
Well, nicely
I love that
done
song.
on both, and way to respond back to Lois on that request. I mean, that was just really, really nice. And again, I mean, I always like to learn these different things about what you guys have for challenges and stuff like that, because a lot of times when I hear things, I'm like, yeah, it was a breeze, but we don't know, you know, like you said, it was the timing and everything else that you were trying to get. And a lot of times, the majority of you are truly perfectionists in your own right. So you want to hear it a certain way and you want it to come out a certain way. And I can relate to that. You know, I delete probably 90% of my material I have up on SingSnap, and nobody ever hears it. But Kit Kat, great job on that song, my dear friend. Really nice job.
Thanks, Lois.
You're welcome. I knew it. I knew you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kit Kat right there doing a beautiful job. And as you heard, it may have been in her range, but there were a couple of complications that she was struggling with. And it's always good to be informed about that stuff. It just kind of gives you a little more insight to the individual person performing the song. So up next, this is Yo Billy Bob. I botched his name the last couple of times. Billy, if you're watching, I got it right this time. All right, but always remember, Bill, it's my mistake, never my fault. Blame that on Judes. Your song is Hallelujah. Anybody know the actual definition of hallelujah? Don't look it up. Just be honest. Put it out there in chats. I want to see if anybody knows what that actually means. Anyways, Bill, here is your Canadian Invasion song for this evening, my friend, and here we go.
I've heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. I know this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch, and love is not a victory march. It's bold and it's a broken hallelujah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that right there was Bill, a.k.a. Yo, Billy Bob, doing a beautiful job of Hallelujah. And several of you, yeah, you're absolutely right. And Irene is also right, too. It's not per se a gospel song, believe it or not. Many assume that it is gospel, but contrary to it, it is not. Nonetheless, Bill, beautiful job on that song, my friend. I really liked your tones on that, Bill. I got to say, that was probably one of your better thus far, my friend. Very nice on that. Just well toned out, brother. Okay, where do I put... See, this is why, guys, I have a difficult time chatting or putting any type of an emoji or something in there when you guys comment, and I want to, but here's the problem. When I host, my emoji stuff doesn't go away, and I don't know how to get out of it without exiting everything, so now I got to keep this ridiculous-looking stuff up here. I don't have the same screen you guys do, so, oops. Yeah, see, now I put it into the emoji search thing. Hold on. I don't know how to get out of this stupid thing here now. Boy. Oh, you know, I can't make anything simple for Denny Cool. No, don't. That's, you know, let's update his stuff as he's doing a live show. Let's just leave things in there for him. I think this is the chat. I don't know. If I could show you guys what it looks like right now, I got 2 chat things to put in it, so I'm hoping this goes to the chats here. Let me see. All right, well, here we go. Okay, there it is. It went to... I put it into the emoji text, and it was coming up like, what? Anyways, this is Bev, a.k.a. Ma Bev. Her Canadian theme, sorry, seems to be the hottest word. This is another Diana song. Diana, I'm but a fool. No, that was Carol. I make so many songs about women all the time. Oh, Carol. Was that Carol? Oh, Carol, I'm but a fool. No. Which one is it? Now I'm confused. Wasn't there a song about Diana way back? I think so. Don't worry, nobody help me out here. I'll just rack my brain thinking it all by myself. Yes, it was Oh Carol, but there also was another one, Diana. And I forget who that was by. Paul Anka. Yeah, Paul Anka did. Thank you, John. Paul Anka did Diana. That's right. Okay. But there was one. Okay. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here is Ma Bev with her Canadian Invasion. Here she is.
What have I gotta do to make you love me? What have I gotta do to make you care? What do I do when lightning strikes me? I'm too late to find that you're not there. What do I do to make you want me? What have I gotta do to be heard? What do I say when it's all over? I'm sorry seems to be the hardest word. It's sad, so sad. It's It's a sad, sad situation, and it's getting more and more absurd. It's sad, so sad. Why can't we talk it over? Oh, it seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word. It's sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation, and it's getting more and more absurd. It's sad, so sad. Why can't we talk it over? Oh, it seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word. What do I do?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Bev, a.k.a. Ma Bev. So sad. It's sad. She can... John says, Bev can sing email. I've never heard that, John, but that's a good one. Yeah, she can sing email. You know, Ma, you should do like one of those, what do they call it? Jingles, right? Where you sing like a commercial. Look at Reba. She does Realtor.com. She probably gets paid, I don't know how many thousands of dollars to do that ridiculous commercial. And I love Reba. I love Reba. But I agree. Bev, beautiful, beautiful voice, as always. Yeah, so she doesn't sing the phone book. She sings the email. Good job on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we're going to do another back-to-back. And I actually kind of like doing this, especially with the request, because this kind of lays it out really, really nicely. So I think moving forward, when we have the request, we'll do the back-to-back on each member. I think this is really, really cool. So the first here is Irene requested Freddie to sing It's a Great Day to Whoop Some... Whoa, Freddie! My man! My downtown brother! Boston, look at this, man. He's showing some Massachusetts grit here, bro. Whip Somebody's Ass by Paul Thorne, and then his regular Canucky theme is Hasn't Hit Me Yet by Blue Rodeo. Alrighty, Freddie. I am digging this theme, this title right here. So this was requested from Irene to Freddie to sing the song, and this is how Freddie responded to whipping some ass. Here he is.
Member request by Sweet Sue Just You. Thank you, Irene. Have you ever had just one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. Just before I had a flat tire, spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw the tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he will never forget. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me. You say that you're leaving, well, that comes as no surprise. Still, I kind of like this feeling of being lost behind. This ain't nothing new to me. Well, it's just like going home. It's kind of like those sunsets that leave you feeling so. I guess it hasn't hit me yet. I fell through this crack and I kinda lost my head. I stand transfixed before the street light, watching the snow fall on this cold December night. Never thought this could happen, but somehow the feeling is gone. You got sick of the patterns, and I got lost in this song. I guess it hasn't hit me yet. I fell through this crack and I kinda lost my head. I stand transfixed fixed before the street light.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely have to poop on over into Zoom. I got some questions for this young man right here. So let's do that. Let's take a poop and let's flush it right on over to the other side over here. All right there,
Take a
Freddie.
poop because I whooped somebody's ass? Is that why you want me to take a poop?
Well, that's typically a Boston saying, believe it or not. That goes
Well, he
way,
had the
way
tiny
back.
whiters.
Freddie. What I love, though, about, well, your first one is I love the can, which obviously represents the title of the song. I love how you put that all together because you kind of get the picture without even saying anything about it. You know, you kind of, like, you know what it means. Now, when Irene challenged you to that song, did you ever hear that song before? I never have.
No, but as soon as I saw the title, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a funny one. Like without even knowing the song, I had no idea what the lyrics were, and then I checked YouTube. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Irene, thank you. But it was fun.
She knows him well.
Was that like a bit of a challenge? Not like vocal wise, but like, you know, overall, like learning it and stuff like that. Was that like a bit of a challenge for you?
No, lucky for me, it just took me a few tries, so it was pretty easy to learn. So that was nice. So I had more fun. There was no stress in learning it, so it was good. And I appreciate Irene's humor. It was a good choice.
No, it was. You know what? That was a good song for you, Freddie, because you made it into something, as you always do, very entertaining. So Irene chose very nicely for you, I think. I think she kind of buttered your muffin a little bit there. And on your second one there, Freddie, hasn't hit me yet. Now, Blue Rodeo, I've never heard them, but they're from, Canada. Now,
you should Google them. They have a lot of really good hits, and
really?
a lot of their songs have really good meanings behind them as well.
So are they mainly in that country, or are they like more known in Canada?
I think they were more out of Ontario.
Ontario?
I believe most of them are Ontarians. That's a new word I created right there, but I think so.
Well, Freddie, nice job on both, man. Well done, and way to answer Irene on that song, brother. Nicely done on both of those, Freddie. Awesome job, bro.
Thanks so much, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Freddie with a little can of you-know-what going on over there. Nicely done. Irene, good challenge song for Freddie because he did make that into something entertaining, as he always does, right? But that's the whole great thing about these challenges that we do weekly now. It's great because we see a lot of them come in. And again, it's voluntary. You don't have to do it. But when you do accept them, it kind of puts you into something different. You're doing something that you probably may not have ever thought of doing before, but now you are. And that's what's so cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next we have Gypsy Angel, a.k.a. Bella, a.k.a. My Belle. She is performing, and don't forget, many members have their own independent YouTube channels. I think I'm subscribed to everybody's here, Belle's, Matt's, Billy's. She is performing Old Man by Neil Young is a Kanucky? Okay. First, Rush is the one that really got me, to be honest with you. I figured Germany. If I would have guessed, to be perfectly honest with you, I never ever would have thought. Not that it's bad, it just blew me for a loop. I never thought that Rush would be. But now Neil Young. I wonder, though, if they're as popular in Canada as they are in the United States. Just like Elvis is very popular in Toronto. Kind of weird how that works. I should do a podcast about that. But I won't. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, where is she? Where is my Belle? I gotta find her. You just hang tight there, Belle. I got you. Here she is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Belle's Canadian Invasion song for this evening, Old Man by Neil Young. Here she is.
Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise that makes me think of you. Love lost such a cost. Give me things that won't get lost. Like a coin that won't get tossed. Rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want to look in my eyes and you can tell that's true. Lullabies look in your eyes, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I've been first and last, look at how the time goes past. But I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Oh yeah. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want to look in my eyes and you can tell that's true. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
Well, cats and kittens, I gotta tell you right now, my Belle, and she's my Belle. Nobody else can claim that, but I. That had to be, I think, one of the better performances. I think you did harmony on that. I could hear it. I don't know if that was a backup track or you did harmony. It sounded like you, Belle. I'm assuming it was you. What a beautiful job on that. Absolutely gorgeous. Just my opinion, but I think that is one of your better performances to date. Beautiful job. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, you did harmony. See, Belle, listen, you come to me. I have all the answers. No, that was absolutely gorgeous. That picture, I don't know if was that from an album cover or is that like a personal picture? I'm just curious about that. Yeah, I thought it was Belle doing that. When I was recording it, I really couldn't tell because I, have everything down low or what have you. But, no, nice. I mean, just beautiful job. Beautiful job. It's like the, I'm almost saying you cook. Oh, so that was your grandpa and great. That is so cool. I had a feeling it was like a personal picture, but I wasn't sure because a lot of times some album covers look as if they're like, personal pictures, but I had a feeling. That's so cool. That is so cool. Great job on that. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have Leo, and I will probably poop on over after his song if I have any questions during his song for him. But his Canadian Invasion song is You Made Me So Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Come on, you guys take all of the great bands. What is going on? That's it. Man. Next, you're going to tell me that Bad Company is from, Canadian Ascent, something like that. That, I'll just shut the show down. We will close everything out. I don't believe that. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And you can keep your Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Unbelievable, Leo. I cannot believe that Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a Canucky band. What is going on with you people? And here I'm thinking, let's see what the Canadians have to offer. The bands have been like some of my favorite all-time bands that you guys have been performing here, and they're from Canada. Boy. Leo, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't play this. I'm kidding, brother. All right, here is Leo's Canadian Invasion. Here he is.
I've lost that love before, got mad and closed the door, but you said try just once more. I chose you for the one, now we're having so much fun. You treated me so kind, I'm about to lose my mind. You made me so very happy, I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you, I spent my whole life with you. 'Cause you came and you took control, you touched my very soul. You always showed me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy, I'm so glad you came into my life. Thank you, baby. I love you so much, you see. You're even in my dreams, I can hear. Baby, I can hear you calling me. I'm so in love with you. All I ever want to do is thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Very happy, I'm so glad you came into my life. You made me so very happy. You made me so very happy, baby. I'm so glad you came.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Leo right there. Blood, sweat, and tears. I'm going to poop on over here into Zoom really quick because Leo, I can see the top of his hat right now. Leo, just a nice, clean cut sing on that song, man. I mean, that was... I could hear that rasp in your voice too. I mean, that was. Are you a avid performer, or well, I shouldn't say performer, but follower of Blood, Sweat, and Tears? Or did you learn that song specifically for tonight's theme? I'm curious.
No, I've always loved that song, but that's about the only song of Blood, Sweat, and Tears that I know of. Not, it's not on my playlist.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, all right. So
I have loved that song for many years.
Yeah.
That is an amazing song. I mean, Blood, Sweat, and Tears is an amazing band. And Leo, I got to tell you, I mean, well done on that song.
Thank you so much,
for not really being kind of a Blood, Sweat, and Fans type of guy. But Leo, I got to be honest. Tonight, I'm learning a lot, which is rare because these bands and artists that I had no idea were from Canada. Boston says he's from Canada. I don't know how true that is. I think he's a Bostonian, but I mean, it's honestly blowing my mind. I gotta say, I will hand it to Canada for giving us these great bands of rock. I will give you guys that. Hands down, you guys just blew me away with so far. We will see, though. Don't forget, though, Leo, we still have Elvis. Leo, great job on that. And while we're in here, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. This young lady right here, Connie, a.k.a. Nordic Lady, Aunt Connie, Shades of a Scarlet. Conquering. Oh, Shades of Scarlet Conquering. Aunt Connie, what does that even mean? First of all, say who now? I can't hear you. I can't hear her. Can anybody hear her?
Okay, it's
about
Scarlett O'Hara.
Oh. Scarlett O'Hara.
Yes. Yeah.
So they wrote
Scarlett O'Hara.
And they wrote a song about Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joni Mitchell.
Not to sound ignorant, but was she an actress? Who's Scarlett O'Hara?
From Gone with the Wind.
You know what? That's what I thought. I thought she was from one of those big movies back in the day. Gone with the Wind with what's his doofus's name? What was his name? Who's the actor?
Yeah.
Blown in the Wind there.
In Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Clark Gable.
Thank you,
Clark Gable, yeah.
Matt. Clark Gable. Yeah. Okay. All right. And Joni Mitchell is a Kanaki. Okay.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, so far you guys have been producing some really good bands out of Canada. I cannot deny that. I gotta say, I am befuddled. Did you ever hear that word, Aunt Connie? Befuddled. Judge Judy says it all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Dennyism.
All right. Well, here is your Canadian Invasion song for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And here she is.
Out of the flames like Catholic saints comes Scarlet and her deep complaint, mimicking tenderness she sees in sentimental movies.
A celluloid rider comes to town. Cinematic lovers sway, plantations and sweeping ballroom gowns take her breath away. Out of the wind in crinolines, chasing the ghosts of Gable and Flynn, through stand-in boys and extra players, Magnolia's hopeful in her auburn hair. She comes from a school of southern charm. She likes to have things her way. Any man in the world holding out his arm would soon be made to pay. Friends have told her not so proud. Neighbors trying to sleep and yelling not so loud. Lovers in anger, block of ice. Harder and harder just to be nice. Given in the night to dark dreams from the things she feels. She covers her eyes in the X-rated scenes, running from the reels. Beauty and madness to be praised. It is not easy to be brave, to walk around in so much need, to carry the weight of all that greed, dressed in stolen clothes.
Ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, that was Connie, aka Aunt Connie. I've never heard that song, and again, I learned something new tonight. I gotta say, I thought tonight would be like a cool thing of, hearing different artists that you never heard from a different country, but totally blown me away. And Connie, just a beautiful job on that song. And of course, as to be expected, I mean, everybody with the themes, for some reason, I don't know what it is, it could be me, but you guys seem to just do like unbelievable performances on your songs with these performances. It just blows my mind. Nicely done, beautiful job on that song. I mean, beautiful job on that song. Absolutely gorgeous. Boston, you have a good night. Maggie, you have a good night as well. Look at that. It's only 9:24, ladies and gentlemen. How good of timing are we doing? I think we are doing fabulous. And we understand if people have to jet early, it's totally understandable. We get it. Trust me. We do. Up next, though, we have Levi, a.k.a. Lev. He is performing Put Your Head on My Shoulders by Paul Ankles. All right, Lev. Again, I never knew Paul Ankles was made Canadian. And I enjoy Paul Ankles. He's a very good artist. Did a lot of great tunes. But Lev, here is your version of Put Your Head on My Shoulders. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Put your head on my shoulder, hold me in your arms, baby, squeeze me out so tight, show me lips next to mine, dear. Won't you kiss me once, baby? Just a kiss goodnight, maybe you and I will fall in love. People say that love's a game you just can't win. If there's a way, I'll find it someday, and then this fool will rush in. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I long to hear. Tell me that you love me too. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I long to hear, baby. Put your head on my
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Levi, Put Your Head on My Shoulders by Paul Anka. Lev, beautiful job on that song. You can't go wrong with Paul Anka. I got to tell you that, man. Paul Anka was such an incredible artist. Lev, I don't think he gets enough credit. I really don't. Levi, great job, my friend. Beautiful, beautiful tones on that song. Very nice. Very, very nice. He does. Lev has a good tone for that stuff. Levi, I would love for you and Ray to do a duet. Just throwing it out there. I think you guys would nail it. Nice job, my friend. Really nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, this is Matt, a.k.a. Matt Sinatra. He is doing Sway by Michael Bublé. All righty, and let me see. Matt, here he is. All right, so this is Matt's Canadian Invasion song for this evening. Michael Bublé, huh? Who would have thunk? You know, he started out doing, cover songs, to be exact. And then who would have thunk he worked his way up? He does have a good voice, I will give him that. But here is Matt doing a song by Michael Bublé, Sway. Here he is.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway I go weak. I can hear the sound of violin long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violin long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. When marimbas start to play, hold me close, make me sway. Like an ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Matt, a little Michael Bubble. I'm going to poop on over because, Matt, I got to tell you, when it comes to songs like that, I can't help but hear, and I know you don't try to do it, but for all of those that are familiar with the way Matt performs his Frank Sinatra songs, man, I hear it, and you can't escape it, bro. I don't care how hard you try. You just can't, you can't get out of that. I mean, it's kind of like...
I guess there's worse things.
I'm sorry?
I said, I guess there's worse things.
There could be worse things, you're right. But it's just so embedded in your voice, though. And I don't know if that's because from doing that style for so long that it's just like a natural tone for you or whatever it is. But, I mean, nice job with that song, man, on that Michael Bubble song there, brother.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Beautifully done.
It was fun.
Beautifully done. Wow. I mean... He does. I don't know if he tries. I don't think he does. I really don't think Matt tries to do that. I honestly just think that it just comes out of him naturally. I really, really do. Good job, bro. Really good job. All right, Lois is up next, ladies and gentilesmen. Lois, you are performing "Let It Rain" by Amanda Marshall. Now, Lois, is this an artist that you are familiar with?
Oh, very much so.
I'm sorry, say it again?
The girl I play, the girl I sing with up in Rockland, she's on Sing Snap as well. She just bought the Amanda Marshall songbook, and she's learning some songs so we can sing together next week. We're going to be together. Yeah, she's great. Amanda Marshall was produced by somebody at one point, and she just realized that she didn't have the freedom to do what she wanted to do, and she broke away from that and became her own producer. And there's a lot of songs on Sing Snap actually.
So
she's great.
She left Canada, came to the U.S.
No, she's still here.
Oh.
No. She broke away from the recording company that managed her for so long. But with that, you don't have the rights to do what you want.
Oh, yeah, yep.
The carte blanche to do what you want. So
Gotcha.
She broke away and she became her own producer. Yeah.
Well, a lot of artists face that. Kid Rock was another one, Lois, that, well, he's been independent. You can be an enthusiast of him or not, but he kind of did the same thing. But he started out, though, being independent to himself, right? And he always said that, a lot of people, like her, for instance, they become entrenched, right, with the labels and managers, what have you, and they don't have that flexibility to kind of do their own thing. And they're limited to what they can do as far as what they want to do, right, to make it their
American
own.
Idol artists.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Well,
owned
Lois,
by them for 2 years,
this is your Canadian Invasion theme song for this evening, Let It Rain by Amanda Marshall, and here she is.
Oh, I have given, and got none. Still I'm driven by something I can't explain. It's not a cross, it's not a choice. I cannot help but hear his voice. I only wish that I could listen without shame. Let it rain. Let it rain on me. Let it rain. Oh, let it rain. Let it rain on me. I have been a witness to the perfect crime. I wipe the grin off of my face to hide the blame. It isn't worth the tears you cry to have a perfect alibi. Now I am beaten at the hands of my own game. Let it rain. Let it rain on me. Let it rain, oh, let it rain, let it rain on me. It isn't easy to be kind with all these demons in my mind. I only hope one day I'll be free. I do my best not to complain. My face is dirty from the strain. I only hope one day I'll come clean.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Lois right there doing a beautiful, beautiful song, Lois. Nicely done on that song. I've never heard that song. And I love the information about the artist and what they had to do because it really adds a lot of validity to the song and the artist. So, I'm very glad that you informed me of that, and thank you for that, and just beautiful job on that, Lois. Really, really nice. And what I love about these themes, sort of technically challenges, is that it encourages you guys to learn different stuff, which is really, really cool, I think. So, Lois, nicely done. Beautiful job on that, hon. All right, up next, ladies and gentlemen, no, that's, why does it keep doing that? Hold on. Let me see if I get this right here. Here we go. Okay. This is Irene, a.k.a. Sweet Sue, just for you. Man, I feel like a woman. Irene, I'm not going to touch that title with a 10-foot pole. Got a lot of that going on. All right. Let me see. Irene. I'm so blown away that Shania Twain is from Canada. Who'd have thunk it, Irene? Really, who'd have thunk that? But nonetheless, I mean, again, I give talent where it's due, and Shania Twain definitely had it. All right, Irene, here is your Canadian Invasion song for this evening, and here she is.
Let's go, girls. Come on. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling alright. Gonna let it all hang out. Wanna make some noise, really raise my voice. Yeah, I wanna scream and shout. Woo! No inhibitions, make no conditions. Get a little out of line. Ain't gonna act politically correct. I only wanna have a good time. The best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a little fun and go totally crazy. Forget all my lady. Men's shirts, short skirts. We go wild, yeah. Do it in style. Get the action. Feel the attraction. Color my hair, do all I dare. I wanna be free, yeah, to feel the way I feel. Man, I feel like a woman. Woo! The girls need a break. Tonight we're gonna take the chance to get out on the town. We don't need romance, we only wanna dance. We're gonna let our hair hang down. The best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a little fun and go totally crazy. Forget all my lady. Men's shirts, short skirts. We go wild, yeah. Do it in style. Get the action. Feel the attraction. Color my hair, do what I dare. I want to be free, yeah, to feel the way I feel. Man, I feel like a woman. Woo! Ah! Oh yeah, the best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a little fun. Go totally crazy, forget all my lady, men's shirts, short skirts.
Irene, I loved that. I especially love like when you're kind of flipping your hair back, you know what I mean? Like you're like putting it out there. You're like, hey, man, I feel like a woman. And Irene, you were definitely strutting your stuff on that video. Absolutely loved that from you. And Irene, I got to tell you, you know, you guys really, really top off the week for me. You truly, truly do. It truly brings me, as they say, what, glad tidings, if you will. But I love, because I don't get to hear it. I always say this, when I'm recording all of your videos and songs and everything, I don't get to hear you guys the way I can when I'm listening to you guys live. And then I can really tune in and listen and watch. So it's so enjoyable for me. Irene, nice job on that. Absolutely fantastic. I love the emotion and attitude with that song. You did such an awesome job. Good job, my friend. All right, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do another back-to-back. This is a request as well as a regular theme right here. This is Dan Pan. The first one we're going to play is Miss Monique Deb wants Dan to perform Only You by the Platters. And then Dan's Canadian Invasion, his theme is Wild Flower by Skylark. All right, Dan, you threw me off on that one. I think, Dan, I know who Skylark is. I'm not... But now's my chance to really listen. So, Dan, here is the first one. This is a request from Deb to you, and let's see how Dan responded to her request. Here he is.
Only you can make this world seem right. Only you can make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone can thrill me like you do and fill my heart with love for only you. Oh, only you can make this change in me. For it's true, you are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true, my one and only you. Oh, only you can make this change in me. For it's true, you are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true, my one and only you. She's faced the hardest times you could imagine, and many times her eyes fought back the tears. And when her youthful world was about to fall in, each time her slender shoulders bore the weight of all her fears. And the sorrow no one hears still rings in midnight silence in her ears. Let her cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. And if by chance I should hold her, let me hold her for time. But if I love just one possession, I would pick her from the garden to be mine. Be careful how you touch her, for she'll awaken, and sleep's the only freedom that she knows. And when you walk into her eyes, you won't believe the way she's always paying for that she never owes. And the silent wind still blows that only she can hear, and so she goes. Let her cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream him, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a back-to-back with Dan Pan right there. One doing a request, and what a great response from Dan on that song. And then he topped it off with Wildflower by Skylark. Now, I know I heard that now. I wasn't familiar, Dan, with the name of the band, but I 100% know that song. I don't know if they were the originals, Dan, but either way, I mean, beautifully done. I love your voice. It's just well done on that particular song right there. Dan did a couple of acoustic songs, and sometimes he'll share with me on my SingSnap. I don't get to check SingSnap often, but when I do, I'll find a little surprising email on there. And I can tell you that Dan, there's a couple others that have a very distinct voice. Dan is one of them, and just beautifully done on that song, Dan. And thank you so much, especially for doing the challenge. Again, it kind of, you learn different songs that you probably would never ever sing or think of singing. So it's a good, fun way to really get out there and just learn different stuff. Nice job, Dan. Beautiful, beautiful song. All right, up next we have, this is Eagles Flight, a.k.a. Judy. Now Judy has an a.k.a. Nudie Judy. I'm not going to tell you the other nickname that I accidentally spelt to her, but the one that is well known is Nudie Judy. She even got a sign back there. We're going to poop on in over after I feature her song, but her Canadian invasion is If I Were You by Terry Clark. And I even have it on my source, my scenes, as Nudie Judy. So I don't get messed up. Here she is.
He was standing at my front door when I came home tonight, and I can tell by the look he gave me you were needing my advice. He said you want more out of life than he can give you, as a tear rolls down your face. And girl, I've seen the way he looks at you. I know someone who'd gladly take your place. If I were you, I'd run back home tonight, tell him everything's alright. Yeah, I know what I'd do if I were you. I'd never let him go. I'd have someone to hold my whole life through. If I were you.
You shouldn't think you're missing out on something because you wear a wedding band. 'Cause I can't seem to find someone who wants more than just a one-night stand. You know, this simple life I'm living ain't all it's cracked up to be. So you've come to the wrong place if what you want is sympathy. If I were you, I'd run back home tonight, tell him everything's alright. Yeah, I know what I'd do if I were you. I'd never let him go. I'd have someone to hold my whole life through. If I were you, I'd run back home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens right there. That was Judy, a.k.a. Eagle's Flight. I've got to poop in Zoom here because, Judy, what a beautiful song. And there is, shall I say, such truth to that song. Isn't there, though?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's kind of like you don't realize what you have till it's gone, but you want to realize it before it's gone, type of thing.
That's right. Then it's too late.
It's too
That's
late,
Terry
yeah.
Clark behind me, by the way.
I'm sorry, say what now?
I said that's Terry Clark behind me.
Oh, that's Terry Clark. So that was the
She's
original
beautiful.
singer?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's gorgeous, yeah.
Now, she's from Canada as well?
Well, of course.
Does she live in the U.S.?
Yeah. She sings in the U.S. and Canada,
well,
but
I
she's from
mean-
she's from Canada. That's all that matters. Okay.
Of course.
She's Canadian.
Add it to the list.
She what?
That's right.
Yeah, I know. Add it to the list. I know. I honestly, guys, I am just blown away. I honestly did not like. I was jokingly to myself thinking, all right, this is going to be tough because they're going to have a hard time. Now I know Australia, that would be a challenge because they all leave Australia, but to go to the States, that is for artistry and what have you. And I honestly thought the same thing about Canada, believe it or not. But I've got to say, I am really, really shocked, man. A lot of these bands and artists that I thought were from the States, they're not. Judy?
It was an eye-opener tonight.
Yeah. I mean, especially Rush blows my mind of all bands.
Yeah.
Rush.
Are you going to be okay? You need.
I
more
don't
whiskey?
think I am. I've got to be honest with you. That'd be like saying Elvis is from Canada. I'd be like, what?
Send you a care package.
So, do that, please. Judy, nice job on that song.
Beautiful.
And a good message. That's right, guys. Never forget, appreciate what you have, no matter what it is. Sometimes you got to step away, even if you do, take a little break and look and see the beautiful blessings that you do have in front of you. It may surprise you. Judy, nice job.
Thanks. Thanks, everyone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Judy, a.k.a. Nudie Judy, as she refers to herself. And that was actually a typo that I did to her, and she just kind of stuck with it. She's got a great personality, and she's a great, great asset to the show as well. She does a ton of work behind the scenes. Trust me. Okay, up next, we have Music Man Brian, his Canadian Invasion, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. This is another Diana song. Diana must be quite the artist from Canada. Brian, where you is, my friend? Here he is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Brian's theme song for this evening.
walk along the street of sorrow, the boulevard of broken dreams, where gigolo and gigolette can take a kiss without regret, so they forget their broken dream. You laugh tonight and cry tomorrow, when you behold your shattered dreams. And gigolo and gigolette awake to find their eyes are wet with tears that tell of broken dreams. Here is where you'll always find me, always walking up and down. But I left my soul behind me in an old cathedral town. The joy that you find here to borrow, you cannot keep it long, it seems. But gigolo and gigolette still sing a song and dance along the boulevard of broken dreams. Here is where you'll always find me, always walking up and down.
All right, cats and kittens, that was Brian right there doing his Canadian Invasion song. Brian, I don't think he's in chats this evening, but again, just a nice gentleman he is. Brian, well done on that song, my friend. Brian, if you want a logo, buddy, just send us an email. We don't know who wants what, but if you'd like a logo, you can send us an email. We will definitely make you one. Brian, great job on that performance, buddy. And thank you so much for being part of DCG. We appreciate having you. That was Brian, ladies and gentilesmen, doing a great job on that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 more artists. Well, actually 2 after this. So we're pretty much right on track. A little late, but we appreciate everybody who is here staying up. And we do understand sometimes, it gets late for some people. So trust me, it's understandable. This is Chad, a.k.a. Picasso. Chad in the Early Morning Rain by Gordon Lightfoot. Another Gordon Lightfoot. Chad, I wonder if this is the same one that Elvis did in the Aloha. I got to really listen to it. I don't know. But Elvis did a song called Early Morning Rain. Now, I don't know if it's a difference with that. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand. Guess we'll find out. But Chad, here is your Canadian Invasion theme song for this evening, my friend. And here he is.
In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand, with an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand, I'm a long, long way from home, and I miss my loved ones so in the early morning rain with no place to go. Out on runway number 9, big 707 said to go, but I'm stuck here on the ground where the cold wind blows. Now the liquor tasted good, and the women all were fast. Well, there she goes, my friend. Well, she's rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engines roar, see the silver bird on high. She's away in the westward bound, far above the clouds she'll fly, where the morning rain don't fall and the sun always shines. She'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down, it's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, as cold and drunk as I can be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain.
Early Morning Rain, ladies and gentlemen, Gordon Lightfoot re-performed by Chad Picasso right there, doing a beautiful job on that song. Chad, I love that song. It's not a recognized song, as one would think, right? But that when you listen to the lyrics of that song, it's simplistic in itself, but it has a lot of meaning, though, when you listen to it. Chad, I love the way you did that song, and I was correct. Elvis, yes, in his Aloha, he did two. The Aloha and then the actual concert version of that, and Elvis sang that live. Chad, nicely done, my friend. Well performed, buddy. Good job on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have two more performers. Okay, we're going to have Argent close out the show for us this evening. Let me see if I have this right here. Because, yeah, we're going to do that. We'll have John close it out for us. But right now, did that go through? No, that didn't. Hold on. What's going on? You know what's great about the weekends, everybody? Is it's not the weekday. But doesn't it go by so fast, though? Doesn't it seem like now time is sped up a little bit more than it used to be? It could be me, I could be having time speed, but it definitely feels like it's 100% sped up. All right, this is Richard. Everybody knows, and this is by Leonard Cohen. Richard, I know you're probably working and maybe tuning in. I know you said you do that before. I've never heard of this artiste, but yeah, Judes, I will definitely take you up on that challenge of Australia. 150%. Speaking about 150%, ladies and gentlemen, DCG has just hit a new milestone. I put it into the group chats for the DCG group members in WhatsApp. We've now hit over 150,000 150,000 views on our channel. So congratulations to all of you. That means you've been seen over 150,000 times. Quite astonishing when you think about it, really. So congratulations. Here is Richard with his Canadian Invasion, and here he is.
Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fixed. The poor stay poor, the rich get rich. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that the boat is leaking. Everybody knows that the captain lied. Everybody got this broken feeling, like their father or their dog just died. Everybody talking to their pockets. Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long stem rose. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that you love me, baby. Everybody knows that you really do. Everybody knows that you've been faithful. Oh, give or take a night or two. Everybody knows you've been discreet, but there were so many people you just had to meet without your clothes. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. 'Cause everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. 'Cause everybody knows. And everybody knows that it's now or never. Everybody knows that it's me or you. And everybody knows that you live.
Richard in that low tone. We're going to start calling him Richard White or Richard Tone. I don't know. I got to think of which one fits better. Richard, you could narrate a story and just kind of like soothe people with that low tone voice of yours, man. I mean, just he does. He has that, and it's not like I've heard singers with a low tone, and it just aggravates me. Like I can't listen to them. But Richard doesn't have that. It's a very soothing tone. It's like a, I don't know if I'm right in saying this, maybe a baritone sort of, but mid-baritone though. Richard, good job on that song, brother. I've never heard that, and kudos on you for, I'm assuming you looked that up to find a Kanucky song, but nicely done. Great job on that, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, congratulations to all the members and, of course, staff, everybody, for hitting that 150,000. I mean, that's remarkable. That's just incredible. 150,000 views, ladies and gentlemen. That is just... I'll get emails and updates. on the analytics. And don't forget, after the show, please comment on the show. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, that little boop button there. That drives up our views and analytics with YouTube. We are now officially accepted to partner with YouTube, believe that or not. So a lot of great stuff for DCG and the members. All right. So congratulations, guys. I mean, that's phenomenal. 150,000 views. And I want to give a special congratulations also to Judy Eagles Flight. Her solo album that she did, and a lot of this credit goes to her efforts, how she marketed that solo album. She has hit over 1,000 views on her album. So congratulations to her on that too. I mean, just an amazing, amazing number. But all of you truly are just remarkable. And again, you guys been featured seen over 150,000 times. That is unbelievable. All right, to close out our show for this evening, for the Canadian Invasion, ladies and Gentiles, man, Argent is going to do a little Sunglasses. This is a really cool song. I wanted to save it for last. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is John, a.k.a. Argent, with his Canadian Invasion. And here he is.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can watch you weave and breathe your storylines. And I wear my sunglasses at night so I can keep track of the visions in my eyes. While she's deceiving me, it cuts my security. How she got control of me, I turn to her and say, don't put the blade on the guy in shades, oh no. Don't masquerade with the guy in shades, oh no. I can't believe it, 'cause you got it made with the guy in shades, oh no. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can forget my name while you collect your claim. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see the love that's right before my eyes. While she's deceiving me, she cuts my security, and she got control of me. I turn to her and say, don't switch the blade on the guy in shades, oh no. Don't masquerade with the guy in shades, oh no. I can't believe that you got it made with the guy in shades, oh no.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, and the hints of the black screen right there, I think John had a link to the actual image, but I liked the black screen effect because it kind of gave the appearance, don't mess with the guy in shades. And that was really cool. So I kind of kept that as it was. It kind of leaves a little bit to your imagination. I'm going to poop right on over into Zoom. Let the 4 that are remaining in here to say their goodbyes to all of you out there. And again, we have Judy, Lois, Kit Kat, and Aunt Connie all hanging out. And again, for all of you out there, we thank everybody so much. And congratulations again, guys, on hitting those numbers of 150,000. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, okay? And please comment, even if it's hey, the show was good, whatever it is, on the video after, because that drives the analytics. It shows the interactions with DCG Entertainment. And like I said, congratulations to all of you. And we just got accepted to partner up with YouTube. Shall we choose to do that? Don't forget, check your emails about the AI Songwriting Challenge contest. Here's one little hint I'll give you to one of the prize winners will win. It'll be a year of gold membership for SyncSnap. Okay, that was donated. That's just one. So that's a pretty cool thing. All right, and there's a couple more. So hopefully we'll have a lot of signups for that particular contest, which we will be announcing over the weekend when the deadline is to sign up for it, and then when the deadline is to submit your actual lyrics for the song. The staff members will not be involved in that. It is for the members, non-staff only, just so you guys know. For now, ladies and gentlemen, again, we love you guys. We really, really do. Thank you so much for making my night so awesome and making my night
an awesome night.
Memorable. I love you guys all. Really, you guys are a global family. So for now, Lois, Judy, Aunt Connie, and Kit Kat.
Bye. Night, everybody. Take care.
Be kind.
Good night, everyone.
And don't forget, be kind to others. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Denny Cool, and of course, gang, and for the rest of you, have an awesome weekend. God bless.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go home. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go home.
I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night,
Sweetheart, good night.
Good night, sweetheart.
Well, it's time
to go home.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go home.
I hate to leave you, I really must say, oh, good night,
Sweetheart, good night.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Baby, I just can't get right. Well, I hate to leave you, baby. I don't mean maybe, because I